Hey YouTubers, in this episode of Real Housewives of Lagos, this is Real Housewife of Lagos Season 1 Part 2. In this episode, Yoba is planning a girls' vacation away from all the hustle and the bustle of just being business women. But before we get to that, the first clip shows Laura visiting Tiana in her store. And, they're just talking because they know each other. I think they know each other previous to the show. The show did not bring them together. I think they knew each other outside of the show. And so they're talking, and Tiana asked her if she was going to the retreat, the outing that Yoba had planned for them. They're going away to the beach, and Yoba rented a beach house for them to just enjoy a little getaway from all the hustle and the bustle of daily life. And so she was very coy, but she told her that she don't think she's going to make it, because those people are not her friends. And, she was honest. I felt she was honest. She did not deceive her and said anything other than how she felt. She felt they were not her friends. She thinks, she feels as though Yoba is not a friend to her. Yoba is a friend to the other ladies who she can't stand, like Chima, because her sister and Chima, also Chima's sister, they all have beef because Laura's sister is on the internet and she blogs about a lot of people, including Chima's sister, Caroline. I think the only person she hasn't said anything negative about was Tiana, because Tiana and Laura are still good. They're still friends. And so she proceeded to tell her she don't think she's going to make it because of the company. She don't think those type of people are her friends, so she will not be there. And so the next clip, it shows. But of course, Tiana didn't believe her, because the day of the trip, when she was on the bus, she calls Laura to see where she is. And Laura said, "Is it today?" And acted as if someone should have called to remind her that the trip was indeed today. And so Tiana said, "You're just BSing. You're a 10. You're like a prom queen, a drama queen." And she said, "Of course it's today. It's today." She says, "No, I completely forgot." But of course, she told her before she wasn't going to go. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Next, we see Chima at her home with Caroline, and they're doing yoga because Chima loves yoga and she wants, Caroline, I guess, to be more fit and, just work out with her, period. And so Chima says, she cannot have a friend around her who is not as fit as her. She believes in exercise and she wants people around her who believes in looking their best, feeling their best, exercising, etc. So she began to work out with her. And Caroline said she misses yoga and she's going to do it more. So it's like a party bus. So the ladies were picked up in style. And they weren't expecting it because they were quite surprised that Yoba went to such lengths to pick them up in style. And so that was a great beginning of the show. And so when they got to the beach home, they were so amazed. It was top of the line. The jacuzzi, the pool, every amenity right by the ocean front. And they were just oohing and ahhing. It had a pool. And so the first day they were able to swim in the pool and just have fun, just bonding. Because remember, it's a new show and some of these people had never met, so they are fast becoming friends or frenemies. The ladies are at the beach, and some of them are gelling, and it's clear that some of them are not going to gel. Laura, true to form, did not show up. So that was not a surprise that she did not show up, because Laura made it clear that these women are not her friends. And it shows where she is at home with her family, her children, swimming in her pool. And she said she's glad she did not go, because she prefers to be at home with her family instead of hanging out with these ladies. And I'm wondering to myself, if that's how you feel, why did you go on the show? Because part of a good show, including all the bickering and the backbiting and back and forth, just not getting along, that's part of the show. Let's face it, this is a modern day soap opera. And there's got to be conflict. If there's no conflict, it makes for a boring show. And so she did not go. And of course, I miss her not going, because I know they were, with her going, they would bound to be some type of conflict. And so you want to see that interaction with the ladies, how they resolve their issues as grown-ups. It sets some type of example for the younger people watching the show, how you resolve issues. If you can't get along with someone, how do you resolve that? And this is a great platform for them to show the younger generation how to resolve conflict. Although you don't like someone, you can be around them and not be in conflict, not be yelling and screaming and I hate you and I want to fight you and pulling out guns and knives. So I feel as though this is a great platform to teach young people how to iron out differences. Although the show is new, it's just starting, there's bound to be conflict, because all these ladies have very strong personalities and not everybody's going to get along. Let's face it. The world is not an ideal place. The next clip we see Yoba with her children, well, her daughter. She says she has 2 biological children and she adopted 5, so total 7. She says her son is in Turkey. Her daughter is turning 21, and her daughter wants this big soiree, a nice birthday party. So Yoba said she's going to rent the event. She's going to give her daughter the party that she always wanted. She says also her daughter has to take the reins of the boutique. The boutique, Princess Boutique, is really her daughter's boutique, and she had it since she was the age of 16. And now she's a grown-up, turning 21. She's going to hand over the reins. She's going to travel to Turkey, London, and Paris to show her the ropes of how to buy and where to get her stock, where to get her inventory for the store. So she's going to be busy in the coming months with that. Her son, biological son, lives in Turkey. So she thought it would be nice for them to touch down in Turkey and visit him, or have him visit. And the other 5 children she adopted, however, I did not see. And I wanted to see those children. A lot of times you adopt children and they feel like outsiders because you're not giving them the priority that's needed. You only give your own biological children the priority. And so that's how this felt to me, as though she mentioned her daughter, she mentioned her son, she mentioned that she loves her children dearly. Her children are like her everything. But I just wanted to see at least one of the children, one out of the five that she adopted. But in any event, I'm going to have to take her word for it that she's a great mother to all seven of the children. So, getting back to the party bus. The ladies are on the party bus. They are meeting and greeting each other, kiss, kiss, side to side, like French kissing, just on the cheek, not touching. And they picked up all the ladies except, of course, Laura, who did not show up. She did say she was not going to be there. And I guess Tiana did not believe her. Anywho, they arrive at the beach house and they are so amazed by the scenery. So they decided to go out sailing on this sailboat. And Tiana, of course, said she loves to ride in the front of a boat. Whenever she's on a boat, she's got to be in the front. It feels like if she's flying. And of course, they popped the bubbly, and everyone was sipping the champagne, and they just were feeling fabulous and just enjoying each other's company. And of course, all good things must come to an end. So, the end of the trip, they headed back to the beach house. So, it's the night of the dinner, and Yoba wants everyone to look their best. She wants them to get all dressed up because she's going to have a fabulous dinner ready for them. So, the first to enter is Chima with a gorgeous black cocktail dress. It looks like if it was lace with maybe a little beading in it somewhere, but it was a short dress, kind of short actually, a little too short. But she's young and she is, fashion forward. This is what they call fashion forward if you like to show skin. But she looked nice. The next to arrive was Caroline, and her dress I thought was a little understated for her because Caroline loves fashion. She loves to get all dressed up with glitz and glamour. This dress I think was underwhelming, and the back looked like a bra strap. You know how it has that little adjustable thing in the back? That's what this dress had. The next person and the last person to arrive was Tiana, because remember, it was only four of them. And Tiana had on a beautiful dress. It looks like it had these futuristic sleeves, and it was a two-piece. The front was actually a second piece. And when she sat down, she said it was so uncomfortable, she had to remove that second piece, revealing this beautiful fitted straight dress, short, with a lot of character to it. It was beautiful. And of course, when she removed that second piece in the front, she said the dress was not for sitting. But when she removed that second piece, everyone went, wow. And as a fashion designer, that's what you want. You want people to say, wow, when you reveal your outfit. And it might have been done intentional that she took the second piece off for them to see the full grandeur of the outfit. Because a lot of times people pretend that the dress is uncomfortable to only to take off that second piece for that wow factor for what's under the second piece. So I felt as though maybe she did that intentionally, taking off that second piece, saying that it was uncomfortable to sit in, but really she wanted to reveal to the crowd, to her friends, well, frenemies, her second outfit on the bottom, the dress itself, how gorgeous that was. The dinner setting was absolutely breathtaking. It had a gazebo type feel with the candles and the streaming lights, and just, I don't think it had artificial lighting, just the candles to illuminate the area. And of course, the host looked gorgeous. And it was just a night to remember, I feel, as the ladies started to talk about different issues that concerns them, to reveal a little bit about each other. And so one of the questions was, would you marry someone if the person had a lot of money? And, you know, and it was a question that had to do with love. And so Caroline said she couldn't marry anyone who did not respect her, or even if the person had a lot of money. And when she married her husband, of course, she loved him, and she did not even know his net worth. She didn't even know. And so the ladies kind of kind of made that face like, really, girl? You're going to sit here and tell that lie? You could have seen the faces that were not in agreement with her. But she kept talking about this money and, you know, alluding to the fact that she's not a gold digger. And then when the dinner was over, she toasted with Chima and she said, here's to gold digging, something like that, you know. And I mean, if you don't want people to think that you're a gold digger, that you're not a gold digger, you don't make that type of toast, not even in jest, not even jokingly. They already think she's a gold digger, but for her to say here's to gold diggers or gold digging, it did not send a good message. So now they really think she's a gold digger. Next, we see the ladies getting ready for the pool, and they looked fabulous. And they're all dressed and maxed out in their outfits, their beach outfits. But Tiana, of course, being the fabulous designer that she is, and she said she's the king of all queens. And if you want to wear what she wears and design the kind of clothes that she designs, you have to die and come back in her body. Okay, so she's fierce as a designer. So I think Tiana had on the best beach outfit. It was fabulous. Okay, they went on to play the pool game. The first person to go in was Chima, and after she went in, the other ladies follow. And just to unwind. And then all the ladies went in, they followed. They started to play this beach game, when you pick up this squirt or super soaker gun and start squirting each other. And that was the highlight, really, of the pool game, where they were squirting each other with the super soaker. And after that, Yoba organized a dance instructor to come in and do some, sexy dances with the ladies. Yoba also said she loves to dance. So the dance instructor did some warm-ups with them, just the gyration of the hip. And then she said, okay, it's freestyle now. Let me see what you guys have. Give me all you got. And so one by one, they started to dance. And Tiana started to give this, according to Iabu. She said she was dancing like if she was in the ghetto, like a homeboy style dancing. Yoba got up there and she was doing a little sexy dance. And then it was Chima went up and she was doing her little dance, a real, quick gyration of the hip. And then it was Caroline's turn. Of course, she was laughing throughout the entire thing because she found it to be funny, because she said she felt naked with all that gyrating and touching yourself and slow winding and She thought it was going to be something more, active, but not all that sensual stuff. So when she got up there, I was surprised. She started to twerk, and she can twerk. But the most shocking part was when she turned around. Well, when the camera turned to her back, and you can see her butt crack. I mean, literally, you can see the crack. I was so shocked. I wonder if she know that her outfit was that thin. Anyway, that activity was over. They had great fun. It was, an outlet to let out some steam, some frustration. And so that activity was over. They started to prepare for the next activity, which was playing this game of impersonating each other, namely Laura. Yoba was impersonating Laura, pretending that's how she acts when she's around them, because they say that she is very, very alive on her channel, her Instagram channel. But when she gets among them, mum's the word. You can't get two words out of her. She acts as if she don't even want to be there. She's not interactive. She don't talk to anybody. She just is on her cell phone all the time. So they started to play this little game. And, a lot of the questions had to do with who was the smartest, who is the gold digger, who would take your man, etc. And Caroline said, listen, stop calling my name. If you call my name one more time, it's going to be a problem, because, a lot of the questions and answers pertain to Carolyn, And so she felt a kind of way, but she quickly overcame it and just began to, laugh along with the other women. And so that was a fun activity. Just general questions and just to get to know each other. One of the questions was if you would marry for money or if you would not marry for money. And Caroline said, first of all, I didn't marry for money, I married for love. And then I married my husband, she married a billionaire. She said when she married him, she didn't even know his net worth. And for people to get out there and said she married for money, but so it seems as though where her mind is just stuck on this money, money, money all the time. That's why, the rumor is that she's a gold digger, but she doesn't care. She did say she married her husband because she loved him not for money, in spite of what people think. She said she didn't even know his net worth, and then eyes rolled. You could have seen the ladies going like, really? You didn't Google him in today's society. When you're dating a man, especially a man who you think have money, you go to his home, he's driving a nice car. You want to Google him to see what he has, right? So the fact that she sits there and she says, oh, I didn't know his net worth, I think was not an honest statement. I don't know for sure if she did not know his net worth, but a woman who goes around saying that she will not marry anybody who cannot make her comfortable, I would think would Google a guy who she's just dating, who she thinks have money. The end of this episode, the ladies are on the beach. They're having a great time in and out of the waves, running along the beach, twirling, just enjoying life, enjoying the day, being appreciative for each other's companies. Just looking fabulous. All the outfits were fabulous. I don't have anything negative to say about any of the outfits, but of course, true to form, the one with the best outfit, beach outfit for this particular day was Tiana. Hands down. Looked like if she was getting married. And they were just thankful that they made it. And remember, it's a new show. They're trying to get to know each other. So everyone really should be there. And I thought Laura should have been there. because how do you get to know people? She just didn't want to be there because of Iyabo. Iyabo is friends with Chima. Chima and Laura's sister has beef because she's been posting on the internet about her, and so she didn't want to be there. Laura avoided a conflict. I can understand avoiding a conflict, but you're on a show, a reality show. And what is the main thing that reality shows do? They get messy. If you want a nice, clean show, don't sign up for a reality show because it's going to get messy. And they put certain people together for that reason. So for her to deliberately stay away, she's going to stay away from all events. That's what it's shaping up to be. You can't. It's going to be the same people. So if you don't want to come to this event, the beach, because Iyabo is throwing it, you don't like her, she's organizing it, you might not want to go to the next one because Chima is throwing it. And you kind of get along with Chima or her sister. So, YouTubers, this is Auntie signing out. That is my commentary for Real Housewives of Lagos, Season 1, Part 2. Don't forget to subscribe. Share the video. Subscribe to the video. Thank you.